Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome. Today we're gonna be in Enthusia Professional Racing. Oh gosh, I am crooked. It is good to see everyone here today. I am excited. It was a very busy day by me. For the entire family as well. Basically, took the cat to the vet. She's a good bee. Don't worry, she's fine. She just had to get her teeth cleaned and everything. They had to put her on anesthetics. So kind of that way they can get in and clean her teeth in it, because she's an absolute sweetheart. And every she'll handle her nails being clipped or her claws being clipped. She'll handle being brushed and everything like that. No, it's but whenever there's anything that has to do with her mouth, she does not like it one bit. She fights. She struggles. She, squirms, all that stuff. So we took her to basically the kitty dentist today. So she's still a little bit woozy from the anesthetics, but otherwise, it's very. She's doing well right now. She's doing good. She's a good little kitty. Then also one of the toilets broke. We got that fixed as well. The water shut off to the toilet. Well, initially it was the flapper that was bad. So we got the Lowe's, get the flapper and everything like that. Come back, got to turn off the water. The thread inside it snaps off. Oh shoot! Right? So that's had to call someone to get that fixed and everything. Very hectic. I also cut the grass too, so I'm a little bit tired. But it's gonna be a fun stream. Gonna be very enjoyable. I'm gonna be driving this beautiful Toyota Celsior. Also known as the Lexus LS 430 in the States. So that should be good. And also, as you can see right up here, right in the chat, you can see that the Stream Elements bot is also running. I did spend a lot of time today getting that all set up. I think it's working. Let me ask the Magic 8 Ball. Let me ask us in chat. Is this working? Let's see if it oh. It is working. It is so. That is great. Awesome. So I'm been kind of working on stuff like that for the Stream Elements thing. It should be really cool. I'm hoping it's really cool. Anyway, with all that being said, let's dive right in. Let's join our race in our beautiful Toyota Celsior. Ooh. Wait, I want to see where we are with regards to our ranking records and everything like that. Driver ranking. That way we can see if there's. Okay, so we do have a free week. We have a free week right now, so that's good. Let's work on right now. Let's get another vehicle, if possible. Let's see what other vehicles you can potentially win. We have the Citroen DS23 Palace there. There's a possibility. Oh, we also have the Mobilio. I think that's a Nissan. So there's a few vehicles that we can still win, which is good, which is nice. Plus also I like getting some different. I want to drive on some different tracks as well. I have a rear-wheel drive limited race. Ooh, yes, I want the DeLorean. I know what I want to drive. I know where I want to drive. It's been a while since we've driven on Rev City, so I think it'll be very fun racing on the Rev City. Oh, the meaty sound of it. So I also did a little bit of reading on Enthusia, because with it being a more obscure game, there isn't as much information about it. But I did find a couple of things very interesting with regards to the vehicles tuning. For starters, most of you that have watched many of these streams will know that it's broken up into 3 distinct groups. Oh dear, that got very squirrely. It's broken into weight reduction, power increase, and tire improvements. And there's something interesting for each one of those. Well, with the weight reduction, the heavier the vehicle. Whoa! Okay, that's very, very, very interesting. My computer had a minor issue there. Oh gosh, OBS broke. 1 second while I get that fixed. Give me 1 second, because otherwise, when that happened, my mic is now completely desynced. There we go. Okay, now I should be back. There we go, perfect. Sweet. Thank you for your patience with that. OBS decided to completely crash. Well, yeah, okay, great. Much better. But yeah, back to what I was saying. There is the heavier the vehicle, the more each weight reduction stage reduces the weight. And it reduces the same amount of weight each time, basically being a third of total weight that can be removed from the vehicle for each stage. So with that one, it is a linear weight decrease. For the tire upgrades, there's something very, very interesting with regards to the tires in this game. Is that auto vehicles, as opposed to other racing games which sometimes have every vehicle on the same type of tires, or they're at least very, very similar sets of tires, this game actually determines the amount of base vehicle grip. Basically is determined by the width of the tire, as well as the era of the era that the vehicle came from. So, for example, a vehicle from the modern times will handle a lot better than a vehicle from the 80s, which will handle a lot better than a vehicle from the 50s in terms of tire grip, which is really, really cool. But regardless, though, the tire grip also increases linearly. It basically adds a multiplier to the base grip of the tire. So even if you're driving a very, very, what that means though is that very grippy cars become even grippier. More modern vehicles become very, very grippy, whereas older vehicles don't necessarily. More classic vehicles don't necessarily gain as much from that, which is unfortunate. So that is a tire upgrade. And then finally you have the power upgrades. Now the power upgrades are very, very interesting, because those ones, not only can you hear the changes happening to the vehicle, you can hear a more aggressive intake, more aggressive exhaust, you can hear the blow-off valve and turbocharged cars, you can hear straight cut gears if a racing transmission gets installed with one of the upgrades. But also, there's a set order of engine types, where some engines gain power at a much higher rate than other engines, at least in terms of percentage of power gain. The lowest on the list is turbo rotary engines. Those gain the least amount of power, whereas hybrid engines actually gain the highest percentage of power. I imagine because both the hybrid system and the actual engine itself are both being upgraded at the same time, but I'm not entirely sure of that. And that being said, it is still a modification of the original engine power, so there are it will be affected by it is still affected by the base power of the vehicle. You can't expect a car with 50 horsepower to become an absolute monster. That's still not going to happen. It is, if it's naturally aspirated, it is going to gain a decent amount of power. Because naturally aspirated cars sometimes, for some reason, gain more power than a turbocharged vehicle, which is it kind of flies in the face of logic, but I'm not going to complain too much. But yeah, very, very cool reading up on some of that stuff as well. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of research and everything like that. A lot of work in general, but I'm having a lot of fun today. 2, 1. Alright, let's go. We have the Toyota Pantera. Oh boy, gotta be very, very careful here. Alright, yes, slight touch. That is fine. Got the Shelby Cobra in front as well. Both of them older vehicles with power by Ford V8 engines. The Toyota Pantera being powered by the 351 Ford engine. And of course, the Shelby Cobra powered by massive 427 cubic inch V8 motor. There's a lot of V8 power in this race. Even the Toyota Celsior being powered by a 4.2 liter V8 double overhead cam motor. Very, very cool. So there's lots of power to be had, lots of performance, and oh boy, we are being dominated right about now. We need to go just a little bit faster. Try to carry some speed through this corner. Use a little bit of the extra grip gained. Come on. Let's try to improve our racecraft. We fixed the controller issues for this game in the last Enthusia stream. The vehicles handle so much better. I'm able to recover from much wider slides. And of course, this car is handling beautifully anyway. I can't quite get in front of the Toyota. I'm trying my hardest, because just in front of that is the Corvette Stingray. Both of them probably don't exactly have the best handling. Then again, I'm also driving a high weight, a very heavyweight luxury sedan whose interior was inspired by luxury airliners and luxury cruise liners and, like, you know, the Four Seasons hotels and all of that stuff. So it's just filled with leather and wood trim and all that stuff. And it is absolutely, it is a boat. It is a big boat. It is a big, granted, it is a fairly powerful boat with almost 300 foot-pounds of torque coming from that V8 motor, which is very, very nice. Come on, I need to catch up to the Corvettes. I'm able to keep pace, but it's the back straight, the really long back straight, where the Vet is slowly kind of catching me up just a little bit. And I am trying, desperately trying to catch back up with it. Come on. Like, it is right there. Come on, let's do it. Big push, big push. It's difficult catching up to that. And the Cobra is long gone. The Cobra is being the monster I thought it would be. Big power, super lightweight chassis. It's gonna be terrifying when we go to drive that thing. It's gonna be absolutely terrifying when we go to drive that thing. This is very, very nice right now. I mean, even if we finish fourth, that is still a decent amount of points with the odds the way that they are. We should have a decent shot at getting some good points. But I want to try to finish third. We keep gaining on the Corvette through the twisty bits, but it pulls away on this straight here and on the front straight as well. And I haven't been able to shave too much more time off of this car. But this is very, very, very nice. We have pulled away from the Toyota by a very large margin. So, we're not necessarily going to be challenged for position. But we do need to catch that vet. We did run about a half second faster the previous lap. So I'm hoping maybe if we can do that again this lap, we can begin to kind of get back up with the vets. So we were a little bit closer this time around. Just a little bit. Okay, very smooth. 11, 12, even faster. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, that was very, very smooth, that corner. That may actually be useful. On the final lap, I don't think we're going to be able to really kind of push to get in front of the vets. But we can at least give them a good scare. Alright, slight bit of wheel spin on the inside. I may wanna lock up the rear differential just a little bit more. Now I can get just a bit more power out of the corners without spinning that rear differential, or sorry, without spinning the inner wheel. See, I'm gonna need to lock up the rear diff just a little bit. And it looks like we'll get a solid 4th place finish right around now, which is still very good. It's still very, very respectable. Yeah. Very consistent lap times as well within the 112s. It's very easy to get into a consistent rhythm at Tsukuba, because there isn't, well, it's very, very tight. It's very compact. It is still very, very, very nice to drive. Tsukuba is. A very nice amount of points as well. 69, yes please. Alright, got some more power. That's good. Yeah, our ranking did decrease just by a little bit. So let's try to improve that. Let's try to see if we can't get another good race here. Let's first though we wanna lock the rear diff just a bit more. There we go. Because we are spinning that inner wheel. Alright, let's see what's at the speedy carnival. The EB110. Yeah, a supercar from the 90s that has a top speed of over 200 miles an hour. We can beat it, obviously. Super easy. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh well, let's go try to find a new car. Let's try to get a new car. It's a 2000 GT there. That could be very, very nice. Midnight, good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, I want you to see something real quick. I've been working on getting the stream element spot working for the stream. So let's see if it works. Let's see if it hasn't crashed, because I did have a problem with crashing earlier. Hey, it works. Awesome. Okay, yeah, I have a few commands for it. So there's the 8-ball where you exclamation point 8-ball and you ask it a question. There's the exclamation point car fact, which it's currently up to like 20 car facts, so there's not a whole lot of them, but I'm gonna be continuing to add more, because those need to add manually. But that's gonna be really, really cool. That being said though, it is good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, we can win the 300 SL in that race. That could be a very, very nice one. What else? The Victoria Garden Challenge. But there's no new vehicles for it. There's a Toyota Cup. There is. Yep, let's do that. Let's get that 2000 GT. Oof. I mean, good things come to those who wait. So it may be worth, you know, having a bit of patience. Then again, it's a random number generated text bot, so I take its advice with a grain of salt. Damn savage. Oh, I was messing around with it earlier. I asked it if I was going to be winning a lot of races tonight. It flat out just said no. Not one bit. So that's going to be... So far it's been right though. We had one good victory and then a 4th place finish. So we're only batting at about like a 50% average right now. Oh boy. But yeah, right now we're driving the Toyota Celsior, otherwise known as the Lexus SC430. Sorry, not SC, LS 430. Hey, muscle cars are great. And usually, at least in the lower tiers, I generally have an easier time with them than using the tuners. So I think you'll be fine with that up until right around like the later B tiers or the A tiers, because there is no A tier muscle cars, unfortunately. It'd be really cool if there was though. Having like, you know, super high performance modern muscle cars in like the A tier muscle class, but oh well. A lot of those kind of ended up in the tuner class in the B class. But yeah, it took a little while to get that all set up and everything, and I'm still figuring out some of the quirks of it and creating commands. So right now it's very sort of basic, very rudimentary, but over the coming weeks, I'm going to be trying to get as much added to it as possible. Plan is to start Tokyo first. Oh, sweet. Very, very cool. Yeah, and I know early on you can get that D-class event knocked out early on as well. Plus also that allows you to make some more money and sort of do a lot of races, get your muscle car basically as tuned up as possible. Oh, the Impala, very, very nice. That is a good choice. Both the Impala and the 78 Monte Carlo are absolutely gorgeous. I always love kind of turning them into like, you know, the classic lowrider style vehicles with the wire rims and the gold trims and all that stuff. And they're absolutely beautiful. Very, 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 very cool cars. But yeah, no, that's, oh man, I love the car list in the Midnight Club 3. Very, very, for the most part, very, very good. Your playthrough took until you lock the Cavill. Ooh. Very, very nice. Very heavy vehicle though. And if memory serves me correctly, I think there was at least one like front-wheel drive muscle car in the game. It was one of the larger vehicles. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the front-wheel drive muscle car is that Coup de Ville. Maybe. I could very much be wrong. But I believe that's the vehicle that is front-wheel drive. No, it's the Cadillac Eldorado. Okay, thank you. The Cadillac Eldorado is the front-wheel drive one. Yes. Granted, both of them look absolutely gorgeous as well. Very, very big, very long cars. Very, very cool as well. I've not really used the Coup de Ville that much. I probably should. I might actually do that. I've been thinking of revisiting some of the games I have already played on stream, having like a specific day of the week dedicated to doing just like challenges, like the hot sauce challenge, but like doing sort of other challenges. For one, I'm thinking of maybe doing a replay through of the first Flatout game, but only using the pepper as like the car all the way through, which is one of the slowest and one of the lightest vehicles in the game, which makes it very difficult going against some of the faster vehicles. You probably stick with the DeVille until you get the 68 Corvette. Very, very nice. So you're going with more of like the handling focused cars as well, because the Corvette is very, it handles beautifully. Speaking of beauty, the Toyota 2000 GT, we finally unlocked it. It took forever to finally unlock this one, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Very, very nice. Awesome. We've leveled up, and then you plan to beat the game with a vet. That may be your best choice. I know the 60, is it the 68 or the 69 Camaro? The first generation Camaro. That one is also usually really good choice. That one has taken me fairly far into the late game, and it's only until most of the other opponents are in like, you know, the much faster A-class cars like the McLaren F1s, your CLK GTRs, and everything like that, where it gets a little bit difficult. But the Camaro, the older Camaro is also very nice, very good to drive as well. And we have the Japanese car limited race here. We're up against some fairly stiff competition, including an S13, a Celica SS2, Integra, and then two rally legends, the Impreza WRX STI, and the Evo. Oh gosh, that's hard to read. It looks like the Evo 8. That may be the Evo 9. It's hard to tell. We'll see when we actually see the starting grid. It's very difficult to determine, like, or very difficult to kind of see the differences between the Evo 8 and the Evo 9. So I do apologize to the Mitsubishi fans if I sometimes get some of the later Evos mixed up. The earlier Evos are much easier to tell apart. But basically from 7 to 9, all of them look very similar. At least, like, until you get up close and personal with them. It should be doable. If you can beat exotics in a C-class car, you can certainly do it in a B-class car. That is true. That is true. The one, I forget what the name of that tournament is, but yeah, the Japanese tournament, the C-class only tournament. If you wait until like super late game to do that, you're up against some very fast vehicles. For that one though, for that tournament, I usually use the Skyline, the R34. Yeah, the Asakusa tournament. Thank you. The Asakusa tournament, which is very, it's very cheap. The opponents are very cheatsy. I usually use the R34 GTR though, which it does punch a little bit above its class, and it probably is kind of like blends the line a bit between the C and the B class tuners, kind of being sort of a middle ground between the two. The muscle car is also a good choice because you get Roar, which on some of the tighter intersections and everything that Tokyo has can really mess up the opponents as well. So that is also a very good choice. Bump. All right, slight tap of the wall there. Oh, I'm enjoying blocking off the Evo right at the tunnel. They keep trying to make a pass down on the inside, but with the bus stop chicane there, it keeps leading them directly into the wall. So they're getting very greedy, and that's allowing me to maintain this lead, which is very nice. From your experience, I'm using muscle cars to make the opponents use lower class cars. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. I'll have to give that a try. Because usually I usually do the main career mode first, and then I do a wrap up with Tokyo because you unlock the tournaments by just completing races. So you just get like a very fast car, you know, fast late game car like the McLaren F1. Do the races with, and that allows you to kind of complete it much quicker. But this is definitely a very different approach. All right, come on. Here we go. We're down in the second. We do have another car right behind us. I believe that is the DC5 Integra. That is, with a very, very powerful K series engine. Beautiful hay, beautiful, beautiful chassis, and it's fairly agile for a front-wheel drive car as well. It's gonna be a tough opponent. We're gonna at least try to get some good racing. First time I did a tournament, I got A-class opponents. Second time B-class, then third time C-class from the 06 Charger. Okay, so yeah, it does a lot. It may potentially be, it might be worth like looking into, kind of doing a like a test. You know, entering and exiting a tournament over and over again with the same vehicle, doing it like 20 to 50 times to get like a decent sample size, and then like recording results. That could be a cool finding if the game actually does kind of keep track of the performance of your vehicle, and then kind of adjust the opponent's vehicles to kind of still give a challenge and stuff. But yeah, that'd be very, very cool to kind of test out. Oh boy, nice and easy through here. Down in the third. This is a fairly tough race. Up against some very, very tricky opponents. All of them, JDM legends. And then here we are in the Toyota Celsior. Very, very beautiful car, actually. It's one of the few, like, luxury vehicles. Perhaps. Sounds like it'll be a close matchup. Wish you the best of luck against your brother. But yeah, that definitely sounds like a very, very close matchup. Just out of curiosity, how much older, how much younger is your brother? That's my quote, damn it. Sorry about that. Oh man. We've got two more laps to go. With the Integra, the DC, he's almost 17. He's 24. Oh wow, okay. So he does have a few years of experience on you, but still, it should be a fairly close game. If it's one-on-one, it's gonna be very, very tricky as well, because a lot of times with basketball, you oftentimes kind of rely on using misdirection and using your teammates to kind of using their strengths and adapting to their weaknesses as well, and kind of filling in for the weaknesses to really make sure you can score points at every sort of part of the court, or as much of the court as possible. You have one guy that's really, really good at three-pointers. You have one guy that's really good at doing the the slam dunks and everything like that. And so it's very you have one guy that's really, really good for the terminology is blanking on me. Hey there, welcome to the stream. We are. That's me. That is. I am a nerd. Look, I work as an aerospace engineer, and I love most things like transport related, especially cars. So I very much take pride in my nerd status. Oh boy, this will be interesting. Sure. If I can make out jokes now. I mean, maybe. I might not be. I might not be an aerospace engineer. I don't. No, I do build. I do build flying machines and the equipment that goes on flying machines. Very, very fun, but a very stressful job. But it is a lot of fun though. So it's sort of a take it or leave it type of thing, depending on what you're comfortable with. But I enjoy it though. How you doing today, though? Hope you're doing well. There we go. We got grippier tires on the vehicle. This guy seems kind of sketchy. Ah, he's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, also, I realized something. Oh, I was doing a bit of reading. I was talking about this earlier in the stream, but I had realized something. So the tires, the grip, the base grip level for the vehicle tires in the Enthusia, actually, I read up on this, is based upon two different things. The first one is the width of the tire. So wider tires are even grippier than narrower tires, even amongst vehicles that would normally have, the same sort of grip coefficient. But the grip coefficient is determined basically by the age of the vehicle, and whether or not it is a racing vehicle or a a road-going vehicle. And basically that means that older vehicles have considerably less grip than newer vehicles with regards to how the game calculates tire grip. And the tire upgrades just add a base multiplier to that tire grip as well. So with that, it means that the tire upgrades are more effective on the newer vehicles, actually, compared to the older vehicles, when you would think it would be the other way around. Whereas with the weight reduction upgrades, that is actually based off of the initial weight of the vehicle. The heavier vehicles actually lose considerably more weight than lighter vehicles. Both of those are for the most part, fairly straightforward once you kind of like see it happening and everything like that. But the big one that's actually really confusing is the power upgrades. The power upgrades are determined by not only your vehicle's the base power of the vehicle. Ever notice how parachute companies really get bad reviews? I'm sure. I'm sure those that had a bad experience with those parachutes probably can't complain too much. I'm sure. I'm not sure if that was intended to be a joke, but that's very, very funny. We gotta catch up to this lunch, just straight toast. The lightweight Italian spaceship versus the heavyweight Japanese cruise liner, dueling it out on some German toll road that one of the presenters of Top Gear absolutely hates. Well, one of the former presenters of Top Gear absolutely hates it. But I do enjoy driving on the Nordschleife. That's meant to be a joke, yes. That was very, very, very funny. Parachute companies are really good. I'm gonna have to remember that one. That's good. Oh gosh. It reminds me of a slightly different joke. It's about a guy. He goes to visit like a pen pal in North Korea, and he gets there. The apartment is super small and cold. It's not heated. His dresser drawer's got multiple wires and antennas and microphones sticking out of it and everything like that. And this entire time, the guy is how do you live like this? This is crazy. What do you mean? But every time he says, something like that, the North Korean guy goes, "Oh, I can't complain." What's my opinion on insurance fraud? Well, that is a good question. I would advocate against breaking the law in most instances. If the law was known, I would advocate against breaking the law. Very, very basic answer, but yeah, I don't necessarily condone it. listen to. Yoshi committed tax frauds. Oh boy. Uh-oh, Yoshi, the IRS are gonna get their slice of meat. Gotta be careful. Hello, a lot. Uh-oh. He's just got that Judas Priest song blasting perpetually over and over in his head. Down, 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 down. Breaking the law, breaking the law. I don't think I've ever paid taxes before. Oh, well. IRS may also be after you too. So be safe. Please be safe. Taxes is only. I'm more of a judgment lesson. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That one's good too. Taxes is the only bad word. I'm not sure I've met anyone in my life that's like, yes, I enjoy paying taxes. Most people just kind of do it begrudgingly because it's, you know, it's they have to give money up. So yeah. I definitely think taxes is a universal bad word. Oh dear, running just a tad wide there. Little bit of understeer. I'm an advocate for not doing that stuff that doesn't make you happy. I mean, which is why you don't pay my taxes. Oh boy. Gotta be careful with that. Alright, nice and easy through these corners. Nice and smooth. Alright. Speed. Actually doing surprisingly well with this race. We're able to keep the much lighter, the much more nimble Lancia Stratos at bay with this heavy Toyota Celsior. And when I stated before that the interior was inspired by cruise liners and like luxury hotels, no, I am not joking. Like in an interview with the interior designers of this car, they actually gave they actually said, oh yeah, we stayed at like, you know, like super luxurious hotels and went on cruises. Just kind of see what it's like to sit in those chairs and in those beds and everything. And we wanted to kind of replicate that in this vehicle. Who always pays the taxes? Not Batman. Batman, the Lego Batman movie. That was such a good movie as well. That was actually like really enjoyable. It's one of those movies though that I really enjoyed, and then I kind of like forgot about a little bit, like a year or so after watching it. That's like re-jogging my memory as well. Very enjoyable. That movie, very cool. Especially the my favorite part was when Bruce Wayne is meeting Dick Grayson. He's like, you know, everyone here calls me Dick. And Batman, you know, Bruce Wayne, and the entire time he's just, you know, nonchalantly, well, kids can be cruel. Oh, that is a very, like when Dick Grayson was first introduced as Robin, and then later on as Nightwing and everything. You know, it was a very different time. It was very, you know, it wasn't necessarily as funny a name to have then. It was basically just an alternative name for Richard. But in more modern times now, you can't say that name without someone laughing, or at the very least chuckling. Poor Dick Grayson. He is my favorite though. He is my favorite of the Robins. I really enjoy it, especially once he became Nightwing. I really enjoy him as Nightwing. Really cool. Although the Justice League, the DC animated universe really likes to put him out of commission early on in most movies that he is in. Usually like breaking a shoulder or something like that early on, so he's like, you know, stuck in a cast or something. And it's a shame because Dick Grayson is an absolute badass. But they do my boy wrong. It's weird though. The DC animated universe, like they're able to produce such like high quality content over and over and over again. Like a lot of those animated movies are like really good, really enjoyable. But the DC cinematic universe is at best it's you know slightly above par. It's very interesting just how the gap in quality between the animated and the live action movies created by DC and everything. Very interesting. All right, we've got plenty of races to choose from. I want to enter a very hard one, a very difficult race. We'll be up against the BMW M3 GTR, a very tricky opponent. I got NBA 2K23 the other day. Oh, nice. How is it? I know. I've been looking at getting a couple of new games as well. I'm currently waiting for a Steam sale for some of the more indie games and everything, like the indie, like, you know, automotive games to go on sale. I know, fun stuff. Good. I know. So is there any new? I'm not as familiar with like the sports games and stuff, but is there any like new features for that? I know one of my roommates in college used to do a lot of like the sports games and stuff. I got drafted into the Memphis Grizzlies. Hey, you get to play for your favorite team. That's like every, you know, you live in the dream. You make sure you win. They win all the games. That is awesome. Now you get to choose in that one. This is the first 2K game. Oh, okay. You get to choose like what team you're drafted into, or is that a is it based off of like performance? Like for example with the F1 series games, you do pick your first team. But then, depending on how well you do, you can get offers to join other teams, or you can get fired from your current team if you okay, so you do get to choose right from the start. Really cool, really nice. I guess that's sort of the best option then for players, because you don't want them to kind of have to try to figure out where exactly they want, you don't want them to have to try to figure out, and then spend, hours in a game playing for a team that they may absolutely have, a fierce rivalry with, or, they may absolutely hate, trying to figure out how to get to the team that they want to get on. So yeah, I can definitely, that's probably the better choice. That is really cool. Now, do you get any say in like the team management or anything like that, or is it strictly more so just you are, a player that is being contracted by the team? You play the games, you kind of make sure you work well with your teammates, you answer, the press interviews and everything. Or do you get a say in like the other players on the team as well? Oh, you don't know that. Okay, well, still, that's really cool. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm glad you're having fun with that game though. Very cool. So I know one thing that I really enjoy from like, especially like the F1 games, was the team management aspect. You can, as a driver, you can kind of determine how the vehicle, how the team's cars get developed, whether you want to develop in the aero department, in the engine department, in the gearbox department, and everything. Throughout, multiple seasons, with other drivers kind of moving teams and everything, which is really cool. So you can start with like some of the fastest teams with all the pressure involved. In some of the quicker cars, or you can start in the midfield, kind of prove your worth there, improve your racecraft, or you can start in a really slow team and kind of build it to glory, and it gives an entirely different experience each and every time, which is nice. Play a character as partially to myself. First name is Real, but the last name is fake. Ah, cool. Now this is sort of the inner dungeon master side of me. But when creating fake names, I highly recommend looking up doing some Google Translate stuff, because you can do some really you can add like an extra like meaning to the name as well, that only like players that may like speak the language or what have you know, especially Latin. You can do the whole J.K. Rowling bit of, okay, what is this character's base personality? Okay, what is the Latin word that best represents that? Okay, cool, that is now their last name. But I mean, it does work in that regards as well. It does add like extra deeper meaning and stuff to it, which is cool. Plus, Latin in general sounds awesome. Alright, we're down in the third. The BMW and the Evo up ahead are fighting it out. Very, very close competition. We are managing to keep fairly close to them, but it looks like we may have to settle for third in this beautiful land yacht. Normally, a lot of luxury cars I think don't necessarily age all that well, but this is one vehicle that I genuinely actually enjoy the look of, and it looks quite nice, and I wouldn't mind owning in real life as well. I think it'd be really, really cool. I actually plan on changing your last name when you turn 18. Oh. Well, I'm not familiar with the legal processes behind changing that, but it is. I do know there's a little bit of paperwork and everything, getting all the paperwork in order. You gotta change it on your bank accounts, your driver's license. If you own a home or you're renting, the name needs to change on all the contracts there as well. But it is still really, really cool. I do know one person that did change the name when they were in college, and it was a fairly long process, but they really enjoyed their new name after that. So, I do wish you the best of luck with that process. Alright, we did fairly well there. This beautiful land yacht is going to get just a little bit more powerful, a little bit lighter, a little bit grippier. There we go. Very, very nice. Very, very good. Although even then, our ranking absolutely plummeted there. All right, let's try to do a few more harder races. Try to get this all nice and sorted. Now that the car has been upgraded as well with the max grip tires and the max level weight reduction, it is gonna be fairly quick. I'm excited. I'm excited to see just how quick this car goes. This should be very nice. Ooh, we do have a shot in this one actually. One of the few times we actually get to race on Speediopolis Ring. So this will be very fun. With the big, powerful V8 motor, we're up against some fairly lightweight opponents. So we should be able to outmaneuver, out-drag them on the straights with a big, powerful motor. And we may have to struggle through the corners just a little bit, but otherwise, I think we might be able to at least do well in this race. The only one that may be a bit of a challenge to us is the Silvia, but it does have a fairly lower displacement engine. It is turbocharged though, and it is heavily modified, so it may also be quite quick as a vehicle. But this is almost like a NASCAR stock car. Big, heavy, fairly low coefficient of drag as well, so it should punch through the air, which is very nice. The big thing is just trying to make sure we don't struggle too much around the corners. We carry as much speed as we can, because the Speediopolis Ring and Indianapolis as well, the actual oval that it is based on is very, very low banked in its corners. It's what makes passing in heavier, low downforce vehicles very, very tricky. But it's also what makes the races for like the Indy 500 super, super exciting, because they're still running some level of downforce, so they can run, you know, too wide through some of these corners, and it's very, very, very tricky, but very, very cool. And you're just blasting out a long straightaway as well. It adds a sort of a nice, sort of unique vibe to the track, which I quite like. And also with this, you gotta really need to cut your corners like exactly right, because the walls, unlike an oval, unlike some other ovals, the walls here come up much quicker, and they are much less forgiving. So you do need to make sure you do very, very well. Use as much of the road as possible. Do not tap the walls. It's a very tricky track. It's one of the trickier super speedways in the United States. But it is very, very cool. It's got massive history. It used to be called, it's known as the Brickyard, because the track itself, when it was first created, it was fully paved in bricks, which is really, really cool. And it made it very, very bumpy as well. And the first vehicle that won the Indy 500. There were other races at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway before that, but the vehicle that won the first Indy 500 was actually the Marmon Wasp, a bright yellow colored single-seater car with a tail fin as well. Very, very cool looking. If once we finish this, I can show you guys a picture of it. And it basically kind of created the rough standard as to what open-wheeled racing cars should look like, with the driver mounted mostly in the center, with the central mirror. You know, the exposed wheels for weight reduction. It was just really, really, really cool vehicle. Because a lot of the other vehicles in the first Indy 500 were actually two-passenger vehicles, and drivers would ride with a rider, and that rider would basically be like an onboard mechanic, as well as it would basically act as like the mirrors for the driver, yelling, you know, hey, there's someone coming up behind you, they're just to the right of you, okay, you're clear. It would basically be a spotter that is in your passenger seat. But the guy, I forget his name, the guy that was driving the Marmon Wasp, he figured that if he made it a single-seater and the car was lighter, he wouldn't need an onboard mechanic, because the reduction in weight would allow the vehicle to last a lot longer, and would also be better on fuel, and also be more reliable as well, and faster because of the lack of weight. So he did that, and that's what kind of created the first sort of single-seater open-wheeled race car, which is really, really, really cool. But as time progressed, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway gradually got more and more of it was paved. Eventually, it was from turns 1 all the way through turn 4, and then the main straight was brick, and then more and more of it was gradually paved over until nowadays only the start-finish line itself is brick. Everything else is paved with a diamond-cut grooved asphalt, which is very, very cool. It's cool. What kind of lends the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to have that sort of almost gray look as opposed to a darker black coloring is because they diamond cut it for not only better grip, but also for a smoother to make it smoother, which again also allows for better grip, especially in high downforce vehicles. And it also allows for better water runoff, which means if it rains, they can dry the track a lot quicker as well with the jet dryers. Which, very, very cool technology, very, very cool science behind the diamond cut grooving on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Although it did lead to a massive controversy with the 2005 United States Grand Prix, where many drivers during practice and qualifying had tire blowouts because the Michelin tires could not handle the new diamond groove, as well as the banking on the corners. It was very tricky, and they would end up with massive punctures, and when the tires would fail, going through some of the high down, the high speed corners, and it made it very unsafe. So with the 05 United States Grand Prix, only 6 drivers raced there, and those were the teams that were using the Bridgestone tires, which those ones were able to last. But yeah, very very hectic. And nowadays, Formula One does not use either Bridgestone or Michelin. They use the Pirelli tires. They've used the Pirelli tires for a very long time. Granted, the Pirelli tires now are very different than the Pirelli tires in the early 2010s and everything, but it's still very, it's probably one of the longer times where they've stuck with a single tire manufacturer. Anyway, across the line. Very nice. Very consistent times as well there. Very good. Nice. That'll help us gain some more points. Very good. Alright, let's see if we're able to win the Alfa Romeo Spider Quadrifoglio Verde. That is an absolute mouthful. Yes! Awesome. That is another vehicle to be added to our collection. It's a specialty vehicle. Very cool. Little 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine. Very nice. Very beautiful car. I enjoy the look of that, especially the older Alfa Romeo Spiders as well, before they got that lip spoiler. Very nice. There should be plenty of points to level up our car. Very cool. Yes. Our car is now very powerful. Very nice. Yeah, our ranking number is still going to be decreasing just a little bit. It's gonna make things just a little bit tricky. But let's get the screenshot. Let's get the screenshot of this beautiful Toyota Celsior. And then we'll be getting a brand new vehicle after that. We'll see what we have. We'll be in the multi-purpose cars now. And we have 2 choices. We have the Honda Odyssey Absolute. Ever just break a bone in your body? Thankfully, I've not broken a bone. I've come very close to it a couple times. I know. Oh gosh. I do. I hope you have. Make sure. Obviously, you want to put it in a splint. 2 sort of solid, straight pieces of wood. You can use if you're in a pinch, you can break a yardstick in half, and if it's on your arm or your leg, you can use that, and then some medical tape around that to kind of keep the bone, keep the bone in place. Could be very good first aid as you're waiting for medical. That's okay, happens all the time. Oh. Alrighty then. Jeez. And then the other option we have is the Subaru Forester. So let's pull up the random number generator. We have two choices. So let us turn that on. There we go. And let's generate 1. Okay, we'll be driving the Honda Odyssey. Very cool. Very nice. So let's get this vehicle. Oh boy. Ooh, we can make it purple. Raisin Mauve Pearl. That's actually not a bad looking color. I think if I cut off my arm, you can make me a robot arm. I mean, I would need to get into contact with someone who works in the biomedical field, especially for the software and the biometric interfacing. But at least the mechanical aspect of it, it's not outside of the realm of possibility. but I will need to get someone else to program it, and then someone else to kind of, do the interfacing with the biological, the nerve endings and all that stuff, and the muscles, so it can actually sort of read what you were trying to do with it, as opposed to acting independently. But it is possible with a team of engineers. I mean, you do already have, bionic and robot arms already in place, and they're really, really cool. The technology behind them is advancing at a rapid pace. Pretty soon we'll be living in our Deus Ex, the Deus Ex future, where everyone's got the body augmentations, and you got the hidden blades in your arm and everything. I should play Deus Ex. Deus Ex is so much fun. But yeah, this is, oh boy, our ranking plummeted. Lovely, our ranking, bye-bye. Alright, let's do some adjustment to the suspension on this thing. I guarantee you this vehicle is not set up for motorsport at all. It's a minivan. So I want to stiffen the suspension just a bit, stiffen the rears. Stiffen the rear a bit more to give it a bit more oversteer. There we go, give it a bit more camber. Put it towards acceleration. And then let's lock the limited slip just in the front, just a little bit. That way we're able to kind of pull out of some of the slower speed corners without too much issue. And here we go. Let's try let's try to win some races in this minivan. Oh boy, this is gonna be tricky. Let's race on low wind steering. Go up against classic Mustang, Golf R32, some very, very powerful opponents, and we're in a Honda Odyssey. My in-laws actually used to have a Honda Odyssey as well. Good old fan. It lasted them a very, very long time. Very, very reliable. And it's very, very nice. Unfortunately, though, they did have to sell it because Maryland winters were indeed taking their toll, and the chassis was beginning to kind of rust out a bit. But they had it for well over a decade and a half. Very, very, very long time. Very, very cool van. What's really cool as well with the Honda Odyssey is that as of recently, like within the past 5 or so years, a lot of people that are doing drag racing with the Civics and other front-wheel drive Honda vehicles have actually realized the tuning potential of the Honda J series engine, which is the engine that is found in the Honda Odyssey, the V6 engine found in the Odyssey. And although it's very heavy and it's not great for circuit racing, the torque and the power of that engine allow actually for fairly quick drag cars. So people have begun swapping Honda, heavily modified Honda Odyssey engines into the Civics or their CRXs and all that stuff, and uses them for drag racing, which is really, really cool because it's one of the cheaper, it's a cheaper engine. Though the price may have gone up a bit due to the popularity of them, but at the time, they were, a much cheaper engine compared to the Honda B series or K series, which are the two high-performance, high-revving inline 4-cylinder engines that Honda had produced. So, and then you have companies as well that realize that and are making more direct bolt-on performance parts for the Honda Odyssey J series engine, which is really, really cool. Because the engine itself is very, very, very durable. It can handle quite a bit of boost. And it produces a fairly large amount of torque because it's designed for use in, minivans and other stuff like that. So it is cool to see that engine being used, at least at some capacity, in motorsports. Alright, nice and easy. Gotta make sure we stay ahead of the pack in the minivan. The suspension settings have really helped out a lot. It's very, very good. Gotta be very smooth though. It is a very heavy vehicle. But the front-wheel drive nature of it will allow us to kind of pull out of slides if we get a little bit too squirrely, if we get a little bit too aggressive on the hard brakes. This is actually surprisingly quick. Oh gosh, understeer though. Front-wheel drive understeer. I gotta go down a gear. Give me some torque. Trying to fend off a Toyota Celica. GT4 four-wheel drive, little inline four-cylinder engine producing 250 horsepower. Before it was caught cheating, it absolutely dominated a lot of rally racing in the 90s. Very, very, very beautiful looking car as well, with it being, you know, a high-powered four-wheel drive two-door sports coupe with quite a bit of aero attachments as well. Look at the big spoiler on the rear there. Lots of downforce. And it's basically the GT4 version is essentially a rally car for the road. Very, very nice. Very, very, very cool car. Thankfully, the opponents do not go nearly as fast as they could around the bank turns on low end steering. So you can kind of push your vehicle right to its limit around the corner, whereas they're taking it much more smoothly. So you can do massive overtakes like that before you go into the tighter, twistier sections where you can then run a defensive line and block them. Nice and easy. But right now, this is... Even then, though, the Odyssey is actually being very pleasant to drive. Like, I am enjoying this quite a bit. The purple Honda Odyssey. Such a cool car. I do have a lot of fond memories going on trips with my in-laws in the Odyssey before they got rid of it. So it is like the Chevy Astra as well. It is a van that does hold a special place in my heart. I do hope that there is actually a return of minivans as well, because compared to a lot of like the soulless CUVs, minivans at least had some level of personality and some level of like charm to them as well. Very, very cool, especially like some of the different like features and stuff. Like at one point, you know, people, you know, different companies are doing things to kind of make cleanup for the family really easily. Like one company, I forget which one it was, but one, maybe more than one, but at least one did like a vacuum cleaner attachment for the van, so you can clean up like any spills, any messes, any stuff like that, made for easy cleaning, which was like a really, really cool feature as well. You had, you know, some vans with like the complete fold-down seating, so that the entire like space behind the front passenger and the drivers could be used to store cargo as well, so the van could be kind of almost converted into a utility vehicle. Like the usefulness of these vans was just really, really, really cool, and it's sad to see them be phased out in favor of a lot of like the soulless CUVs, which are basically just, you know, station wagons that have been, you know, raised even higher and have been kind of made even bulkier, and it's just not as fun. They're even less practical as well compared to the vans. This is very, very cool. Winning a race in the van. Justice for vans. Yes. Oh, come on. Let's get to the line. We can't run. We're not quite at the pace to run a sub 3-minute lap at low end steering, but this is still very, very cool. Managing to beat everything from the Golf R32 to the Celica GT4 to the Mustang. Very cool. Very nice. And as well, once we got the controller issues fixed as well, the cars are handling so much better. I'm really enjoying that aspect of it as well. Just finally, the cars actually feel right. I could have sworn like I should have realized it earlier that there was a controller issue, because it didn't feel like I was doing 100% of the steering inputs. And it turns out that was the case, because it was only reading at 80%, and I had the steering sensitivity turned down. Oh, but this is a beautiful lavender colored van. Very nice. Ooh, the Star Festival. Honda Odyssey versus Ford GT. We ain't got a chance. We have zero chance. Ooh. We can win a Beetle though. I'm gonna do that. I wanna win the Beetle. I wanna win the Volkswagen Beetle. I want to add that to the collection. I want to see how easy or how difficult it is to win races with that car. It's one of the slower vehicles in the game, so that's gonna make it very, very tricky, very challenging. But we got this. Or not. Okay, we're stuck behind the Prius and the Beetle and the Moco. Whole bunch of tiny, very slow vehicles. Sub 100 horsepower cars. You know you're in a a race with slow vehicles when the two fastest cars on track are both minivans. Let's see if we can't do a dive bomb on the inside of this other Honda Odyssey. There we go, nice and smooth through there, through the chicane. Yes. Oh, we might. It's gonna be fun getting that Beetle, trying to win races in a vehicle that slow. Well, the game does usually compensate and gives you other slow vehicles to race against. It is still gonna be very, very challenging because sometimes the game doesn't 100% compensate, and you end up with very, very quick vehicles as opponents. Though it'll be very, very cool to kind of see just how high the odds can get. Highest I've seen it was in the 40s, so it'd be cool to see if I can go even higher, like into the 60s or even the hundreds. I've not seen it go into the triple digits, but it'll be very, very cool to see if that can be done. You'd have absolutely zero chance to win a race like that, though. Alright, nice and easy. Final corner. Little bit of front wheel drive on the stick because we're pushing the car just a little bit too hard. There we go, across the line. Boom. Man, that was a very, very tricky race. I mean, look at the odds for the car. 1.3. Lowest I've seen the odds go is a 1.1. So usually it's indicative of a very, very easy race. I don't think I've ever seen the odds go below 1 though. I don't think the highest I've seen the odds go is 45, roughly around there, and the lowest I've seen the odds go is like 1.1. And this is the Beetle. 30 horsepower. Compact car. Oh gosh. That's gonna be a fun one to drive. No grip, no power, moderate amount of lightweightness at least. It's adorable though. It is an adorable car though. We managed to level up our Odyssey, get a bit more power into the engine. So that's gonna be nice. A whole 13 points. Very cool. All right, we do have another free week. So let's try to win another car, since we do have you know, another free week. Let's see if there's anything here. Ooh, the Fiat 500F is a potential vehicle we can win. Let's see what else we have. We have the front wheel drive match here. All right, no, we've already unlocked the Prius. The Maka Strata challenge, nothing there. Rev City challenge, maybe. Nope. Wow. Well, to be fair though, we are getting to the point where it is getting very, very difficult to find vehicles that we haven't unlocked. We may have a chance here. We can unlock the Cube and the Renault Aventime. So that'll be very, very fun. The Aventime is a very interesting vehicle. It's in the shape of a van, but as opposed to having, you know, 2 front doors and then sliding doors along the sides, it just has 2 very, very long front doors. And of course the Cube, well, the Cube is a Cube. So both of those very, very interesting looking vehicles. Ironically, for a time, Renault and Nissan, I'm not sure if they still are in a partnership with each other. But for a while, Renault and Nissan were both in a partnership during the 2010s. Which is why the Red Bulls during the early 2010s, during the Sebastian Vettel dominance era, the Red Bulls, when they were using the Renault engines, they were instead branded as Infinity engines. Infinity being the luxury sub-brand of Nissan. Because at the time, I think Renault had like a 50% controlling share of Nissan, which is very, 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 very. I forget exactly who owns Nissan now, or if Nissan is now sort of back as an independent automaker again. I'll have to look that up after the stream. But yeah, it's. Oh yeah, the world of automotive partnerships and automotive ownership is very, very, very interesting. Because sometimes when that happens, when certain companies are owned sort of by the same parent company, a lot of times you kind of see various components kind of get shared between different vehicles, various R&D, various sort of design queues, as you know, the same staff are working on multiple different company vehicles at times. So it's very, very cool. Like, there was a time my earbuds died. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. You got the AirPods, battery powered, you know, the little wireless earbuds. Those are cool. I don't have those. I have the big clunky wireless over the ear headphones that I use when streaming, and they're quite comfortable for the most part. Only downside is during the summer they get very, very warm, and so when you get done streaming and everything like that. My case at the other side of the room, issues you can't really get up. Oh no. You just gotta like channel your inner Jedi, use the force to kind of pull the earbuds closer. Or pull the cable, the case closer. And we are absolutely dominating this race at Tsukuba in the Odyssey. Oh yeah, that's right. I can do that. See, you just gotta use your Jedi force powers. All right, give me a moment. Hi. Gotta use the force. Come on, let's win. Hopefully we win either the Aventime or the Cube. I want another vehicle added to the collection. You got them? Nice. There you go. It's channeling. It does make me wonder though, for like in the Star Wars universe and everything like that, I do wonder how much energy is used up when like Force users use the Force. Like, you know how like when you exercise, you know, your physical body and everything like that, you know, you burn extra calories and everything like that. I wonder how many calories like doing different like Force actions consumes. I'm sure someone's probably done like the math for it and has like a massive like 2-hour-long YouTube video on that. That'd be cool to kind of see exactly, you know, how much energy that requires. Or at the very least, how much energy telekinesis and telepathy in general requires. Because I imagine it requires quite a bit of energy using a singular muscle to move, you know. Yeah, it's mind power. Yeah, exactly. Mind power. Alright. So now we need to enter a fairly tricky race now to maintain our ranking. So let's see. Like the equivalent of finishing a ton of homework and being tired afterwards. Yeah, so I'm sure someone has probably done the math and calculated, you know, what exactly the caloric burn rate of using the Force is for like different Force actions. But that'd be really cool. I do not know nearly enough about biology to do that math, but I'm sure someone out there has probably done it. Alright, now we're back at Tsukuba. This time... sorry about that. This time in the reverse version. And also in the wet. So it's going to be very, very slippery, very slidey. And as you can see, we're already losing quite a bit of traction at the front wheels of our Odyssey. We do have another Honda right at the front with us. The Honda Civic Type R, the EK9 chassis. We never got that one in the States. And it's powered by a B... phone's gonna die soon. Oh. Yeah, it's always unfortunate when you run out of battery power and everything. I totally understand. But yeah, the Civic Type R, it is powered by the Honda B series engine, producing just under 200 horsepower and having a massive sky-high red line up to about, I think it's 8,500 RPM. And of course, it's got the VTEC as well. Hopefully out next. I hope not. I enjoy having you in the streams. I do not want any of you to die. It's very not good. Alright, nice and easy. Use a little bit of trail braking, get the car turned in. I didn't even say that. Yeah, so sometimes the internal monologue comes out, you reveal your power level, and everyone kind of looks at you a little funny. And you're gonna charge your phone. Alright. Don't worry, we'll still be here for a little while longer. I intend to at least level up the Odyssey to level 10 and at least do a few more races with the next vehicle as well. But I'm actually really enjoying driving the Odyssey. Like this thing punches well above its weight class in terms of performance. Like the grip, the performance, the torque and everything. Like this is a solid vehicle, surprisingly, on the track. And it could be due to the suspension setup and everything like that. But even then, like it is a minivan. Don't take anything I say seriously, by the way. Alright, well that has been noted. Duly noted. Oh man, but this is actually a really fun car to drive. Like it's not fast, not in any stretch of the imagination, but it's stable enough that I can kind of overdrive it enough to kind of stay ahead of the competition without too much issue. We do have the DC5 Integra with the K series engine behind us, a different Type R. Unfortunately, I don't think we got the DC5 Integra Type R in the States. We did get the DC5 Integra chassis, but it was instead sold as the Acura RSX in the United States, and we didn't get the Type R, unfortunately. But the RSX Type S is still a very cool car though, very nice. I enjoy the kind of like the sleek aerodynamic look to it. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool Type R vehicles that we didn't quite get, or we got in a slightly different format. Like we never got the EK9 Civic. We didn't get a whole lot of the. We barely got any of the Civic Type Rs. Actually, a lot of the Civic Type Rs were Japanese and/or European release only. It wasn't until the F series, the F chassis Civics, where we began getting some of the Type Rs in the States. Beforehand, the highest performance trim level we got in the States was the SI version, which, while sporty in and of itself, wasn't quite a Type R. And then, of course, there was the Integra Type R. We did get the Integra Type R, the DC2 version. We got the one with the 4 round headlights as opposed to the 2 narrow, wide, and flat headlights. The Japanese version is the wide and flat headlights. The American version is the one with the round, 4 round headlights. Both of them otherwise are fairly similar in terms of performance figures, in terms of weight, in terms of power. only minor performance differences. It's mostly cosmetic differences with regards to the DC2 Integra papers, the different versions. I don't think we got the Accord Euro R. It may have been sold in the States as the why change the headlights? That is a good question, Rebecca. I actually do not know. I do know about the difference, but I do not know why they changed the headlights. It could have been due to market research. Maybe Americans wanted some more, wilder design with the rounder headlights, whereas the Japanese markets preferred a somewhat more subdued styling. But I'm mostly spitballing here. There are aftermarket conversion kits to take the one to the other and vice versa. So if you do have a DC2 Integra chassis, there are kits to make it look like the Japanese version. And if you're in Japan and if you have the Japanese DC2 Integra, there are kits to make it look like the American version. And it's a fairly straightforward, front bumper change, and then replacing some of the headlight the headlight assemblies as well. But yeah, it is very, very interesting, those two vehicles. I'll have to actually do a little bit of research into that as to why exactly the headlights were changed. Also, welcome to the stream, Rebecca. Hope you're having a great night. Right now, we are driving the Honda Odyssey. Very, very cool. Very, very cool minivan. Actually, we're punching well above its weight class in this thing. Very, very, very fun. I know my in-laws used to have one of these as well, and so it's cool. I get earlier, a couple of streams ago, I got to drive the Chevy Astra, which is based off of which is similar to the GMC Safari, which is what my parents used to have, and now I'm getting to drive a van that my in-law, my mother and father-in-law used to own as well. Really, really cool. Really cool vehicle. So I am completing the family vehicle collection. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have some of the other vehicles either myself or my family have owned. It does have a Corolla though. It does have a Corolla, same generation as the one I drive. Oh no, sorry, it's one earlier generation. Sorry. But it doesn't have any of the other vehicles that my parents had driven. It doesn't have the 69 T, but it doesn't have the 73 or any AMC Gremlins. No Chevy Monzas or anything like that. But or in my case, my first doesn't have the Geo Tracker either. So I think this is, with the exception of the Corolla, this is the last vehicle that I'll be driving that either at least anyone on my side of the family, any of my parents had owned, or anything like that. Oh well. I'm not too familiar with all the vehicles, the full list of vehicles that my in-laws have owned. I'll have to ask them. I'm gonna be seeing them on Easter, and maybe then I can kind of create a list of all the vehicles they've owned and drive them in Enthusia. We have a minivan race. Ooh, we can win the Mobilio. Why not? We get the race at Rev City. I've not raced in Rev City in quite a while, so this will be very, very fun. Oh, also, to those of you watching, I have Stream Elements up and running as well. So if you want to type into the chat, if you want to just type !CarFact or !8ball and ask it a question, you are more than free to do so. Those are the two commands I have fully functional right around now. And then I've got a couple of timer elements that basically that go off if chat is active enough that people are enjoying themselves enough to encourages people to subscribe to the channel, leave a like and all that stuff. But yeah, the exclamation points, Carfax, and exclamation points, 8-ball are the two like main functional interactive stream elements commands. And it is very, very, very interesting. I'm still trying to figure that all out, the stream element stuff. So that will take me a little bit to get it like fully like 100%. You know, it's definitely gonna be an iterative improvement process for that. But like, yeah, let me put that. Let me do that in the chat. Just kind of show how it works. Perfect. And it should. There we go. And there's a fact about the Ferrari 550 in motorsport, as the Ferrari 550 did not have any factory support for use in motorsport, but a lot of privateer teams created racing versions of those cars for various levels of motorsports, and it is really, really cool because they all kind of take different like inspiration as well. And you use them for like different categories of racing too, or slightly different categories. It's all GT racing, but slightly different, like, you know, regulations. Building those cars to meet different regulations, and it's really, really cool seeing, you know, the slight differences as well, because they're all, you know, being built by, you know, privateer teams. Very, very nice. Plus, you know, it is. The Ferrari 550, especially the Ferrari 550 Barchetta, is, at least in my opinion, one of the most beautiful Ferraris ever made. It is just a timeless, sleek, gorgeous design. And granted, there's less than 1,000 of the 550 Barchettas, so I am probably not going to ever be able to own one in my lifetime, unless I become a multi-millionaire. But if I do become a multi-millionaire, I know at least one of the vehicles I'm going to be attempting to get first. And that is going to be the 550 Barchetta. Naturally aspirated V12, 6-speed gated transmission. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful car. Very nice, very, very clean drive there. This should help us level up the van as well, and it may give us a chance to win the Mobilio. Please, can we win the Mobilio? Yes, we got another vehicle. The Honda Mobilio, 88 horsepower. It is a tiny van. Very, very nice though. This will help us. This will level up our vehicle even more. Yes, please. Beautiful power. Our ranking has been maintained. Next race, we'll have to do a fairly difficult one to improve our ranking. That is perfectly fine. We do have a fairly high level Honda Odyssey with us, so we should be able to do. We should be able to tackle some pretty tough events. Let's do the Pacific Gateway race at basically a fictional San Franciscan track with lots of elevation change, lots of airtime. Should be fun with the Honda Odyssey. Very, very good launch. The weight over the front wheels definitely helps keep the traction on heavy acceleration from a stop. Very, very cool. Speaking of minivans, Gran Turismo 7 has indeed now added a minivan to its lineup. It's the Toyota Alphard, the luxury minivan. Very, very cool. Let's hope they actually add races and events and everything for the vehicles they do add. Please. That would be very, very nice. Because while adding cars is cool, adding events for said cars so they're not just, taking up digital space is even cooler. Especially those events pay well enough that they're viable for, actually making money. Please. We haven't had a good money-making means. We haven't had a good means of making money since the addition of the Tokyo Sardegna and Le Mans races that were added almost a year ago. So, please, Polyphony. Us gamers care more about events and being able to actually enjoy playing the game rather than just staring at pretty cars. I know, Kazunori Yamauchi, I know you want to turn it into basically a virtual automotive museum, and that's cool. And you did a good job at that. But at the same token, people play these games to enjoy driving these cars. People want to enjoy actually owning virtually these cars. They don't want to spend, 15 hours grinding a single event just to unlock a single car. So, it'd be nice if you can add some more higher paying events, especially featuring some of the more, unique vehicles that you guys have added, like the classic Honda F1 car. Or maybe doing like a championship for, the carts, the shifter carts, because there is literally 0 events for said shifter carts. Or more endurance races or something like that, any of that type of stuff. That'd be very cool. Please, Polyphony. Give the modelers and the CAD designers and all that stuff a little bit of a break from constantly slaving away, getting the serial numbers in the headlights correct. Allow us to actually enjoy driving these cars with the serial numbers in the headlights correct. You don't need to get the stars 100% accurate in every single escapes location. You just need to, give us, events to race these cars in. That is literally all we want. We buy a racing game to race cars. I know, shocker. Sorry, I'll stop harping on Gran Turismo 7. But yeah, it's very upsetting how they just kind of turn into a virtual automotive museum, and they don't get you they don't allow you to actually kind of enjoy some of these cars. It's a shame. I got one more lap to go. Getting really close. We do have the DC5 Integra Type R behind us. 2 Hondas fighting over first place. 1 in the Odyssey, 1 in the Integra. The Integra Type R as well, I should add, so it's the high performance version. And yet we're still doing quite well. I mean, the Odyssey is actually a really enjoyable car with this. Like this is super cool. Alright, nice and easy through the twisty bits, through the parking lot, and now the bus stop chicane. Back to the left. There we go. Now we're going back downhill. You can carry some speed through this corner. This minivan is treating us super well. Oh boy, a little bit of slidiness there. Just a little bit. Gotta be careful. car. Are we gonna actually be able to win a race against some high-end Japanese sports cars in the Odyssey? Come on, hashtag van power. Oh, a little bump there. Van power, van power. Oh, this is so cool. Super smooth through the chicane as well. Go a little bit wide on exit. Don't care. Van power. Oh my gosh, that was great. Oh, cool. Oh man, I'm going to genuinely miss the Odyssey when we finally level this up all the way, because this car, the van itself, has been so good to us. Oh, very, very nice. Very, very good. All right, next race. All right, let's see what could potentially be our final race of the stream. We have the Japanese Car Limited race at Autumn Mountain. Ooh, we'll be up against some fairly tough competition. The DC2 Integra Type R, the Silvia Spec, the S15, the Z33 Nissan Z, the Atomic Era ZZS Coupe, and of course the Impreza WRX STI. All very, very, very quick cars. And we're in the Honda Odyssey. But this car does punch well above its weight class. So I am thinking we could potentially do very well against the opponents, especially because this is Autumn Mountain. And Autumn Mountain is my jam. I enjoy this course quite a bit. So we may be able to potentially shred through the competition. Got a good launch right from the start. Very, very nice. The beautiful, beautiful van here. Alright, a little bit of understeer on corner entry. Can we do this though? Oh boy, the Tamikira and it looks like the S15 Silvia are both right behind us. Both of them lightweight rear-wheel drive cars. I gotta be very, very careful. I'm hoping that with them battling it out, they'll slow each other down, kind of going side by side through the twisty corners. Each of them limiting the space they can use. Each of them trying to defend against each other. That'll allow us to kind of maintain a lead. I'm hoping. It seems to be that way right now. They're actually still side by side going to that corner. I imagine that'd be a very, very fun race to watch as a spectator. But we need to focus on extending the gap as much as we can in our Odyssey. Come on. Oh, this thing. Nice and easy through the corner. There we go, smooth. All right, 130 for the first lap. That's a good time. All right, Silvia is about a second and a half behind. We are doing very well here. All right, take that corner a little bit slower than we probably could have. It may allow them to catch us back up just a little bit. But otherwise, this thing, oh my gosh, the setup for this car as well, the suspension setup and everything. Like, you're getting just enough off-throttle oversteer, and then the locked front differential as well, or the limited slip differential in the front. It's helping you kind of pull out of the slide. Oh, this is so fun to drive. Yes, please. Oh, come on, we need to keep the speed. Alright, now it's the Z33 behind us. V6 powered car versus a V6 powered car. Although this one is a minivan and the other one is a two-door split scoop. So, you know, slightly different. But otherwise, yeah. Alright, we're doing well so far. We're doing very, very good. Alright, the Nissan Z is 2 seconds behind us. We are actually pulling ahead. We are doing very good. We are doing very good. Oh gosh, okay, they're actually catching us up just a little bit. That's okay. That is perfectly fine. Do not let the pressure get to you, Isaac. Although they did gain basically a second on us in a lap. So that is going to be very, very tricky. Come on. We have 2.5 laps to go. We can hold them off, right? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, you were very close behind me. I don't like how close you are, buddy. Back off just a little bit, please. Oh man, this is intense. Can the Odyssey hold off the superior Z? Okay, come on. At least we're running some fairly consistent lap times. Two 125s in a row. Oh man, that Z. They have caught us up. We're gonna have to run a slightly defensive line through these corners. Hold them off as much as possible. They are gonna gain a lot on the straight though. Oh, they are being very, very gutsy there. Wow. A little bit of contact back out there. There we go. Get the inside on these corners. We're gonna have to really defend. They're getting very impatient. They're even going off course to try to pass us. They do not like the fact that this minivan, the butt of this minivan is right in their face. Because yeah, we are in the Odyssey. It is punching well above its weight class though. I gotta be careful not to get too greedy on the throttle though. Oh, they got the inside line. Come on, big push, let's go. I wanna win it. Final lap. Come on. Oh boy. Alright, slight off-course excursion there. Oh man, I don't think it's gonna be tough. Oh, we are right with them too. Oh, come on. No. Oh, so close. We almost held them off. We went a second faster than we normally do as well. We're just completely dive bombing into those corners. Wow. Oh. All right. That was a lot of fun though, actually. A very, very Very, very tough. Very, very tough race against the Z. Only one off-course excursion, many, a few contact with other cars. But otherwise, we did very well that race. Man, that was a lot of fun though. Taking the fight to some of the faster cars. Oh man. That was really, really good. Our ranking increased massively as well. That's good. That is very, very nice. Oh, we've gotten the Odyssey up to level 10. Beautiful, beautiful little car. I mean, it's not little and it's not a car, but it has served us so well. Okay, let's change the car now. Let's get a specialty vehicle. And there is two options here. We have the Mazda Cosmo Sport, one of the first production vehicles to feature a 2-rotor Wonko engine. And of course the Mustang GT with the modular 4.6 liter V8, 3 valves per cylinder engine. Both of them very, very great cars. Very, very nice. Let's see what we are going to be using. Let's pull up the random number generator. 2. Okay. We are going to be using the Mustang. The Mustang GT. Yes. Let's do it. We have lots of options. We do have, okay, so there's two, okay, there's a couple options that have the stripes as well. I do actually like the stripes. The stripes are really cool, and so I'm gonna get the Sonic Blue with the racing stripes. Very, very nice. Yeah, our ranking is gonna tank just a little bit because we skipped the day. That is perfectly fine. That is perfectly okay. And this has been very, very nice. All right, let's adjust some suspension settings here. I'm gonna keep the suspension mostly how it is, but I'm going to be doing that, and then a little bit lower. I want a little bit more acceleration, and yeah, it's got some diff lock as well, so that should be very, very good. That should be very nice. All right, very, very cool. We have the Road Regatta Championship. Ooh, it's a fairly even matchup here. And it is also going to be on Marco Strada, which is a track that we are fairly good at as well. So that's gonna be a fun one to drive right from the get-go, entering an RS race. Let's see how well we can do. Let's see if we can win that R32 Skyline. That is a vehicle that I'm surprised we haven't unlocked yet. Oh, the powerful 4.6 liter V8 motor. Yes. And I gotta remember this car uses a clutch. Previous two vehicles did not. They were the semi-automatic transmission, so it was just button press. This one I use clutch with. So I gotta be very, very smooth with the clutch application. Come on, down the inside. Oh, this thing handles beautifully. Bump. Okay. What the? Really? What was that? I just got taken out. Wow. Okay. Time to fight. Time to fight back. That was unfortunate, but we need to gain back these positions. Got the R32, we got the Audi A8 in front of us. Let's try not to get dive bombed here. Oh gosh. Nope, okay. Car is just a little bit squirrely in the braking. That's fine. That is A-okay. Yep, you were being, the AI is being super aggressive right about now. I don't imagine we will unlock any upgrades for this vehicle. But if we can drive the rest of the race fairly clean, we may have a shot. Because this is a longer race. We just need to stop getting dive bombed by the opponents. Stop having major mishaps at the chicane. There we go, much smoother. I have no idea what happened there, but that was... very, very interesting. I think the AI had a minor brain fart, a minor brain break. It kind of BSOD'd, it blue screened to death. And then therefore it shunted us into the wall of death. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can't get back up in front of the R32 GTR. There we go. Taking an inner line. Very, very nice. Very good. There we go. Easy, easy round the long sweepers. We do not want to have any mishaps here. Oh, and this car, the Mustang, it actually is handling a lot better. You just gotta stay just a little bit ahead of the vehicle with regards to its slides. But it is very, very good. I think I can take that in third gear. And if I keep it in third gear and just brake through there, I think that'll be better. That'll be much smoother. The engine is torquey enough to handle it. So that may be what I end up doing. Oh gosh, easy there. Easy. Whoa, Nelly. Alright, now I need to catch up to first place. First place is miles ahead. Very big, very heavy luxury sedan. It's mostly because they managed to get through the first go about with the chicane relatively unscathed. Ow. Okay, that was dumb. But still, a second place at the Road Regatta Championship will be still very, very nice. So let's do it. That's the thing, though. I enjoy a lot of like the tracks that are used in the earlier part of the campaign as well, and I wish they would be featured more in the higher level races besides just the RS races. But alas, that's not meant to be. Still a lot of fun though. Really, really cool. use as much of the cribbing as possible through here. Nice. Gotta be very smooth. We are actually beginning to gain back time on the leader. Now that we're kind of actually, focusing on driving. And we can finally get the chicane right. That's the big thing right there, is just getting the chicane done properly. And we see we gained like an entire half a second there through the chicane. We're going to lose a little bit of time on the braking there, but that's okay. 50, 51, 2. Now we didn't lose any time at all, actually. Perfect. So we can go even faster. We can go even faster than that. Big push with the Mustang. Let's see if we can't, in the next couple of laps, get back up with the leader. Again, a little bit of time gains. Nothing major, but it's enough. Alright, smooth through the chicane. Gain lots of time here. And this is a completely level 1 Mustang as well. So no modifications, none of that stuff. And it is surprisingly quick. I think this one will be very, very fun to drive as well. Should be very, very good. Very enjoyable. Yes. Oh, the speed, the power. I am enjoying this a lot. I don't think we will be able to catch back up with the leader, but they are slowly catching up to back market traffic. Do a little bit of a drift through that corner, a little bit of a slide. Ooh, new fastest lap. We're down to within 10 seconds of them. So we are gaining some time. Probably lost a little bit of time on that right-hand sweeper. Yeah, we did just a little bit. They're gonna be catching up to the slower vehicles, and that's gonna be very, very interesting because the AI doesn't have the best racecraft. So it's gonna be very interesting to see just exactly how well they're able to get past. Nine, 50, 51, 2. Okay, that's a little bit slower. Come on. We're on the final lap now. I don't think we're going to catch them, but I want to see if that back market will slow them down. Only just a little bit. Not enough. Alright, second place though, with a bone stock Mustang is still very, very, very good. Oh geez, we gained lots of time. Okay, if this race had gone on for a couple more laps, we may actually have been able to get back up with the leading Mercedes. Still though, I'm happy about that. That is nice. That's some good stuff. I'm enjoying this a lot. Let's see if we're able to win the R32. Add another vehicle to our collection. Okay. Nope, I guess not. I guess we're relegated to just getting the crap wagons. That is okay. Our ranking number has indeed increased. That is good. Very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. All right. Let's recover our Enthusia points. All right. Now let's enter another race. Let's enter another race. I want to do a few more races. So we still have plenty of time. We have the Meister Trunk Cup. We actually have a decent chance at I mean, you can do okay here. But I wanna try to do some racing where we get to level up the Mustang first. I'm gonna do a race on the Nordschleife. Now let's see what we can do with this beautiful, beautiful pony. Oh gosh, another big, major collision at the start. Now let's get past the Thunderbird. There we go. Alright, let's keep pace with the ASL, the Garaya. Oh, super lightweight, mid-engine, inline four sports car versus big V8 muscle car, or V8 pony car, depending on your definitions. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is beautiful. I love the stripes on it as well. We're in a slipstream. Oh, a little bit of a contact. Oh gosh, side by side. Still. I'm backing out. Going side by side to this corner is not the way to go. There we go, much better. I keep the speed through here. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Alright, hard on the brakes. Oh, this car. Yeah, I don't know if it's the handling, like the actual handling of the Mustang, or just the fact that we fixed the controller issues. But the car handles so much better. This is so nice. Okay, there. Minor issue there. That's okay. I got a hard, sharp right-hand turn here. Carry the speed through the corner. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh boy. Oh dear. Easy. We'll get a little bit squirrely on that corner, but that is a-okay. Alright, nice and easy, let's go. Let's keep the speed, let's gain that position back. Let's at least stay within striking distance. Because that long, we do have a very long straightaway coming up. Just a little bit squirrely there. That's fine. Yes. Yes. Alright, power. Alright, I know you're just on the inside of me. I'm gonna let you have the inside. Don't push me wide though. Ooh, this is some close battles though. Very, very fun. Ah, nice. Alright, easy. Easy, easy, little bit on the brakes. Very good, very nice. Oh, yes. Absolutely beautiful through the carousel. I gotta be very, very, very careful through here. Very nice, very smooth. Yes. Yes. Oh, I am enjoying this a lot. Oh gosh, easy, 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 easy. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Okay, okay. We got this. Oh boy. Alright, got a little bit sideways through there. This is really, very, very nice. The Mustang, it's gripping the road. The handling, the speed. Oh dear, oh gosh, okay. Car still gets a little bit squirrely and they're braking at high speeds. Gotta watch out for that. Okay. At least I can actually save that now. With the new steering system, steering controls for the controller. So much better. So much better. I don't know how much we'll be able to level up the car, but I'm hoping we'll be able to level this up. We did, however, have a lot of collisions with another opponent vehicle. So we do need to be careful with that, because that prevents a lot. Oh, that does prevent you from leveling up. Alright, come on. the speed. Although it looks like the ASL Garaya actually is catching us up on the straight. If so, that is terrifying because that's a little inline 4-cylinder 2-liter engine. We got the big 4.6-liter V8. So to see that tiny little car gaining on us on this straight is a terrifying thing to think about. There we go. And across the line. Very, very nice. 850 time. Decent enough. Yeah, that is a fairly heavy heat map though. Of course, a lot of contact with another opponent. It should be enough to level up the Mustang though, which is nice. That's very good. Very, very nice. Yes, please. Alright, wait. There we go, the Mustang is a bit lighter. Yeah, our ranking may have decreased ever so slightly, but that is fine. That is perfectly a-okay. Oh, look at it. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blue. Oh, got another over 4-liter race. Up against the likes of the Corvette, another Mustang, a Camaro, SL500. This will be fairly tricky. I don't think we'll be able to win this per se. That Corvette is very, very quick. But we may be able to do decently enough, I think. Let's try. Two, one. Yes. Oh, the power. I gotta use that V8 motor. All of these very, very heavy, very high displacement engine vehicles are over 4 liters of displacement. A lot of American muscle cars and American sports cars. We do have some very high-end European luxury cars as well. Oh, very, very nice. Now let's chase down that Camaro. Let's continue the rivalry. There we go. Yes. Yes. Oh, that is so much better. The speed, the grip. Yeah, we're doing very well here. Let's stay up in the lead. Speeding through Tsukuba. Yes, please. I love this track. It's just a very, very enjoyable track to drive on. Come on. We've got this. Oh, the speed. handling. Like, this is surprisingly good. I don't remember if it was this generation of Mustang or the next generation, but there was... It's right around this time period where their Mustang got moved to an independent rear suspension. Oh, and it moved away from the solid axle. I think it's the 6th generation, not the 5th generation Mustang. I'll have to double check that. Regardless, though, this is very, very, very nice. The speed, the performance, all of it is so good. Oh, and the shifts as well are so smooth. Like we are completely obliterating this race right now, destroying the competition, taking no prisoners. And man, oh, this is nice. Come on. Give me some speed. Give me some power. I want more. This car, it's so good. I got 2 to go. We are absolutely blowing the competition out of the water. Very consistent laps as well. Both past laps have been a 109. Let's get another one here. There we go. There we go. Could probably lock the rear differential just a little bit more, I think, and not have too much issue. That is affecting our ability to get out of the corners with enough speed. So if we strengthen the rear differential a little bit, if we lock the rear diff a bit, that'll kind of prevent the inside wheel from spinning and losing traction. And in addition, it'll also prevent the traction control from activating until a bit later, which means we should be able to get more go out of the turn, especially the tighter turns. But I'm just speculating here. That could be entirely wrong. Alright, nice and easy through here. Oh yes. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Come on. Give me some speed. Give me some power. Yes. Yes, across the line. Another 109 as well. So many 109s. The consistency. Oh, yes. That's gonna be enough to level up again. Ah, we'll keep going till midnight. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying driving the Mustang. So we'll keep going to midnight. Get some grippier boys. Some more points as well. That should help us. That'll definitely help us improve the ranking. Yes, please. All right, let's see if we can't unlock yet another vehicle. First, we're gonna adjust this, adjust the drivetrain just a little bit. tighten up, lock up the rear diff just a little bit more. Alright, now let's join our race. Ooh, we do have the Beast King Cup as well. We have a half decent chance at that. But I also kind of want to unlock another vehicle. Alright, nothing there. Anything at the Tsukuba Circuit Challenge? No. Nothing here. Anything here? No. Okay. We may not actually have a whole lot of stuff we can unlock with the Mustang, at least in this more free week. If that's the case, we're just going to be doing the Beast King Cup. Go for the higher points. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything to unlock right now. This is absolutely nothing. Alrighty then. Wow. Alright. Maybe there's something in the American Car Limited race? Nope. Okay. Wow. The rear-wheel drive race? Nope. Jeez. Alright. We'll be doing the Beast King Cup instead. We'll be up against the Bugatti. But, you know, we can handle that. We can handle the Bugatti. We can handle the Bugatti. We've got this. Let's do it. Let's race. Beautiful, 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 beautiful Mustang. Just gonna make sure we drive very nice and clean as well. That way we can get all of the upgrades. Level up this Mustang as much as we can, as quick as we can. And that Bugatti, the EB110 is gone. But thankfully we can catch back up to it due to the banking here. Only reason I'm agreeing to fight against the Bugatti, and even then it's gonna have us pretty handily beat. Although we can try to outmaneuver it. It is a fairly heavy car, but man, it is still very, very quick. Come on. Oh, speed, come on. We gotta keep pace with the Bugatti. Gotta chase them down, hunt them down, come on. Yeah, I know we're hunting them down in a horse, but I'm sure the horse would love to eat a Bugatti. Getting the tail end out just a little bit as well. Come on, come on. Oh man, we are losing just a little bit of time. Man, okay. We're gaining a little bit of time on the cat's tail. Okay, slight off course there. Minor slowdown. That's okay. Oh man, they're gonna blow us away though. They're gonna blow us away on the main straight. Come on. Keep the speed, keep the speed. Okay, there we go. Very smooth through there. Alright, they're 2 seconds ahead. Let's gain that time back. As much as we can, anyway. But man, it just completely tore us apart on the straights. Now we're back up with it. Oh, if only the final straight. Wait, if only the finish line was after that bank turn. We may actually have a shot. Like we may have actually had a shot against it. But I'm not giving up yet. I'm gonna keep pushing. All right, little squirrely through there. Come on. Alright, we are losing a little bit of time again. We gotta gain it back. We gotta gain it back. We gotta keep pushing. Keep pushing as hard as we can. Oh man, it's a tricky one. Come on, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Oh, this Mustang though, it's doing us very well. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we're a little bit further down this time. It's gonna be about 4 seconds. Yep. Right on the money, pretty much. Okay. Come on. Big push. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Alright, keep the speed. I mean, we are basically challenging a supercar in a lightly tuned Mustang. Like, this is absolutely bonkers. The fact that we're able to keep it within eyesight. This is the power of American muscle. Taking down supercars in the Mustang. A car that costs 10 times as much as this one. Yeah. We are shredding rubber, melting it into the pavement. I mean, we to our credit, we are keeping pace with them. Like, they are right in front of us the entire way. Right, a little bit wide through there. That's okay. That's fine. Okay. Come on. Give me the speed. Oh, very smooth on the cat's tail. Now onto the main straight. Ooh, okay. Took that a little bit too aggressively. Saved it though. Okay. Second place it is. I am happy about that. That was a very, very solid showing, Isaac. Good job. Wow. Oh, that was great. I love that. I am like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the game previously, but now with the updated handling and everything, oh my gosh, it is so much better. So much better. We got lots of upgrades. Our ranking has improved quite a bit. Alright, we're gonna have to do fairly well for this one as well. So let's join our race. Alright, speed Apollos ring. Alright, we're gonna lose a bit of ranking here. But that's okay, we get to drive our beautiful Mustang. We get to drive our beautiful Mustang. So let's do it. Let us do it. Let's roll. Oh gosh. Easy, easy, easy. Oh boy. Whole bunch of mess there. Let's get through it all. Let's keep the speed. There we go. Very, very nice. Alright, easing the brakes. Oh, this thing handles so well. Surprisingly. Just gotta keep nice, smooth, steady pace here. Gradually work our way around the track. Make sure we stay ahead of the other opponents. That Golf R32 is nothing compared to our beautiful Mustang. Got about an extra 100 horsepower. Although they do have a much shorter wheelbase and all-wheel drive. So, you know, it kind of evens out. Oh, the speed. Alright, nice and easy. Onto the brakes. Yes, there we go. Very good, very nice. Oh, more air time. More air time. Yep, okay. You can't take that corner that sharp. You try to cut it one too early and two too tight. Bad, Isaac. Don't do that. Okay, there we go. There we go. The speed, the handling. I am enjoying this quite a bit. The kitty has joined us as well. It is now a cat stream. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, the poor little girl bun. So she had to have her teeth cleaned today. She's still just a little bit loopy. So she bounced back fairly quickly. At least according to the vets. But she had to have her teeth cleaned today. So now she's got nice pearly whites. Cute little kitty. Good kitty as well. She's an absolute sweetheart. I love her. I love her so much. She's a good cat. She's a good little bean. She's changed her habits up just a little bit from sleeping next to the wife and I to sleeping on top of the wife and I. So I part of me wishes she had done that during the wintertime as opposed to now that it's getting warmer. But it is still nice to kind of have a nice sort of weighted furry, almost like a weighted blanket on you. It's like right on like your back. Especially when she kind of like begins doing like when cats kind of need, when the cat kind of needs on your back as well. That's like, oh, it feels so good. You're getting a massage from a kitty. Nice. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh gosh. Now that's what happens when you look away from your screen for just a second. Alright, final lap. Let's do a good one. Let's finish strong. This is a long track. But it's okay. It's perfectly fine. Oh, the lower rumble of a Mustang in the exhaust section. Oh, it sounds so good. Like, just listen to that. That is good. That is very nice. There we go. Got some extra grippy boys. Yeah, I know our ranking has decreased. That's okay. That's fine. That is okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can't enter an event that will allow us to unlock a car this time. Ooh. Chance to win a cube there. That is something. This is the Honda Insight. Alright, what else? So right now, the only thing we can potentially win is a cube. Mustang versus Mustang. An interesting off-road race. Yeah, absolutely nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. I mean, we have won the vast majority of vehicles in this game. At least in terms of the road-going cars. Like, wow. Is there anything interesting at the NA limited race? Nope. Wow. What, I'm unchallenged? Rear-wheel drive limited race. Nope. Wow. I'm a little bit saddened by that. Let's see if there's anything at the Tsukuba Circuit Challenge that we haven't won. Nope. Okay. Cube it is then. Cube it is. Let's win the cube. Win. Get 13 ranking points. Hey, easy level up at least though. So. Alright. Oh, we're up against a Chevy Astra as well. Really cool. Oh gosh, we went wide. We went so wide there. Alright, that was just poor driving on my part. Got another Mustang behind us as well. 2 Mustangs. 1-2. Completely leading the race like they should. Oh, and this car is just driving beautifully. Absolutely nice. Alright, come on. Let's do this. The speed. I just got a message on my phone. Sorry if you heard that. Let's maintain the speed. Easy victory with the Mustang. Oh, the sound of that as well. Super gorgeous. Sorry, my wife just texted me. Just kind of give me an update on the kitty cat. Little girl, so she's doing well. She's doing good. We're just following procedure after taking a pet off anesthetics and everything. So, I get a little bit nauseous and everything. Hey, we won the cube. It is cubicle. Oh, the cube. Ah, the cube, little boxy car. I think I got a little bit more power. We're gonna do one more race of the stream. Yeah, we're probably gonna be ending the stream there after this race. So let's see if we get a good one. As long as we get more than 50 points, we are good. So we can probably try to win another vehicle. So that may be something we look at. Okay, we can win the Moko. Maybe something a little bit. Oh, that's 28 points. So let's try some of these. Let's see if there's anything here. Alright, so that's 105. So this should probably be around 50 points. And we could potentially win the Ford GT. Let's do it. YOLO, right? YOLO. Let's try to win it. Try to win the American supercar. There we go. Nice and smooth. Very cool. There we go. Way up into the lead. Super easy, super quick. Super early. Let's win. Let's win the GT. I want the GT. Give us the speed. Very quick lap times as well. Okay, that was a heavy. I need to brake just a little bit earlier. Otherwise, the Mustang is doing us very well. All right, come on. Yep, slight off course. Try to minimize our point loss. We're already having a very short race. Last thing we need is to, you know, not be able to level up our vehicle as well. I hope we get to win the GT. Having a GT would be very nice, as we're kind of shredding for this course right now. Okay, maybe not quite shredding. The course is shredding us just a little bit too. Running just a little bit wide, trying to overdrive the car just a tad, just a smidge. That's okay. That is perfectly fine. We've got this. We've got this. Give me the speed. Oh, this car is beautiful. There we go. Very cool. Very nice. Yes. Alright. Let's see if we can win the Ford GT. Okay, we did not win the Ford GT. That is okay. That is fine. There we go. We got a little bit more weight savings. Yeah, our ranking number has been exactly maintained. We'll do one more race. I'm gonna do one more race. One more race on the stream. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, a one make race. Although we have already unlocked the NSX. What's this? Ooh, a what race at Tsukuba? And a whole bunch of high-powered rear-wheel drive cars? It sounds like a recipe for disaster, but it could also be very nice. Let's try it. I'll get some very high-powered opposition. Let's do it. Alright, sneak up the middle. There we go. Alright, Elise is trying to take the corner, the inside of the corner. That's fine, we'll use the V8 power to out-accelerate it down the down the secondary straight. There we go. Very nice, very smooth. There we go. Oh gosh, easy. Saved it. Saved the car. Okay, okay. Keep the speed. Keep it up. Let's do it. Oh boy. Running wide. Hydroplane just a little bit, trying to go just a little bit too fast in the wet. So, that's not good. Easy, easy, easy. Alright. We are actually... I'm surprised that the Viper and the Vets aren't nearly as close as they are. I guess the rain is being a bit of an equalizer. Even though they are a bit lighter and a little bit more powerful than our Mustang. We do have a little bit more traction, which may allow us to take some of the twisty bits a little bit better than those high-powered behemoths. Maybe. That's my running theory. I'm sticking with that theory until I'm proven otherwise. Alright, now down the back straight. We've got this. We've got this. Try to maintain some good control of the vehicle. Try not to run too wide on this corner again. Gently brake in. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Alright, heavy brakes. Heavy brakes. Car nice and turned in, nice and round. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. We've got this. The speed. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Alright, accelerate out of the corner. Oh, I love the sound of the big 4.6 liter modular V8 of the Mustang that we're driving. It sounds gorgeous. Ooh, the Corvette managed to get past the Viper. Nice. Let's see if they're able to keep pace at all with us. Right now we're doing well enough. Just need to keep the speed through these corners, keep the pace. Alright, they're still 7 seconds behind. So basically we can lose 2 seconds to them a lap, which is an absolute massive time deficit. And we can still win this without too much issues. That's great. Unless we make a major mistake, we've pretty much got this race in the bag. So let's finish strong. Do a little bit of skids for the kids. Keep ourselves nice and smooth through the hairpin. There we go. Oh, and the sound of this is gorgeous. I love the sound of my V8s. I love car sounds in general. It's just something melodic about them. It's really, really nice. I also like how the exhaust notes and the other vehicle sounds change, become more aggressive as the power level increases on the vehicles. Like you hear more aggressive intake noises when you're in the bumper view. The exhaust becomes a bit deeper, a little bit more of a rumble when you're in the third person view. At a certain level, you get to hear the straight cut gear whine of the transmission as it gets replaced with a race transmission. Like, it is super cool hearing that. Occasionally some cars, backfire a bit. If it's a turbocharged car, you get to hear the blow-off valve and the more aggressive turbo noises. This is nice. This is very nice. The power, the speed. one more lap. Let's keep our pace going around the corner. To 108. 108 is surprisingly quick in the wet as well. Like that is a surprisingly quick lap at Tsukuba. When the big tuning car manufacturers and everything during the super lap battle all try to get under the 1 minute lap. I'm sorry about that. 1 minute lap. So it's gonna be really, really cool. Obviously this is in the wet, so we're not gonna be able to get under 1 minute. But in the dry, we may be able to with the Mustang. I'm not sure how many seconds a lap the wet adds. But I imagine it adds a decent amount, especially with it being a fairly high-powered rear-wheel drive car. We are struggling just a little bit to keep it pointed the right direction. It'll be very, very smooth on the throttle and the brakes. Of course, a little bit of traction control also doesn't hurt. There we go, across the line. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Very great. Very, very nice. Yes. Fairly clean race as well. Minor off-course excursions every once in a while. But otherwise we did well. Ooh, okay, we're so close to leveling up the Mustang. I want to get this to level 10 before the end of the stream. So let's do another race in the Mustang, and then we'll choose a different vehicle to start the next Enthusia stream with. We get to level up 3 vehicles level 10. Very, very nice. Let's see what we can do. We have the Night Winding Championship against the Subaru Legacy. We got a decent shot here. Let's do it. Do some toge in the Mustang. Some uphill hill climbing. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm not sure how well the Mustang will be able to handle the tight, twisty bits, but it will be really, really cool. Also, it's been a while since we've raced on the Dragon Trail. Not Dragon Trail, Dragon Range. Are you still streaming? Cool. Yeah, this may be... I want to get the Mustang up to level 10. So... But I'm having a lot of fun with this. Since we fixed the handling... The vehicle handling with the controller settings, it's been a lot more fun. I've been enjoying myself a lot more with this game, and it's just really, really, really nice. But this may be the last race of the stream as we get the Mustang up to level 10. I'm hoping we're able to. I gotta do a very clean race. But this is what we're driving right now. Beautiful 4.6 liter V8 pony car, muscle car, whatever you want to call it. It is fast and it is fun. Keep a nice speed through here. Oh gosh, tight right-hander. Tight left-hander. Someone on Discord made me a custom save for Minute Club with the free line as my start. Oh, that is cool. I gotta get into the save editing and everything, because there's some D-class cars that by the time you have enough money to like actually drive them, like the Hummer H1, you don't really want to, because by then you've unlocked C-class and faster vehicles, so you kind of stuck a little bit. I'd love to have like a mod or like a save file that lets you start with pretty much any like D-class car you want, and then use that for your career mode. Let me be Midnight Club 2 with only the free line. It says I think so. That's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be a very, very tough one. Getting that all beat with the fleet line, because the fleet line is a fairly slow muscle car even for C-class. But I'm sure with the right amount of nitrous, the right abuse of the roar ability, it is possible. Big thing is the difficulty of beating the motorcycles. Getting the racers on the motorcycles in Midnight Club 3 is the hardest aspect of the game. Beating other car drivers with a muscle car, easy enough. But motorcycle, racing against the people in the motorcycles is very, very tricky. Very, very challenging, very difficult. Actually, this is a very clean Tokyo run. Since I can now actually turn the vehicle at 100% of its steering lock, I can actually take the tighter corners without sliding around or trying to like do a whole bunch of like mischief to get the car around the tight corners. I'm actually destroying this Legacy, which is really cool. Alright, final couple of corners. I do love how they have like the lights, you know, actually kind of going out much further. You can actually see the lights kind of, you know, on the different objects and everything as you're racing through the mountains, as you're racing through the twisties. Oh, bump. Okay. Minor bump there. That's alright. Should still be enough to level up the car. If not, we'll do one more race. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna head out. It's fun talking. Bye. Thanks for stopping by the stream midnight. I do appreciate that. You have a great night, okay? Do send pictures of the fleet line when you customize it on the Discord. I want to see, because the fleet line is so cool. It's got so many cool vinyls for it. I want to see what you do with it. But anyway, you have a great night, all right? Take care. There we go. The Mustang at its final level. All right. Yeah, our ranking has increased. That's good. Let's we're gonna see what our next vehicle is going to be. And it is going to be in the sporty class. There's gonna be two options. At least in the first page, we have the Honda Beat and the MG Beat. Both vehicles, very, very light two-door roadsters. So let's pull up the random number generator. If it's a 1, we'll be racing the Beat. If it is a 2, we'll be racing the MG. It is a 1. So that means we are going to be driving the Beats. Very, very, very cool. And of course, in Carnival Yellow, because let's be honest, why would you have it in any other color? It's such a gorgeous color. With that being said, I am probably gonna be ending the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun playing this game, and I do hope you're having a lot of fun watching me play this game and interacting and everything. With that being said though, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, do be sure to leave a like, subscribe, let me know what I'm doing well in the comments below. If you didn't like the stream, be sure to let me know what I'm doing poorly so I can fix that in the future. Regardless, so thanks again for watching. I've been Isaac Umbras, and wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is, I do hope it is a great time. And I will see you on the next stream. Until then, take care everyone. Bye bye!